You talked the other day about you didn't know where this offense was coming from Jordo, but he just keeps making clutch plays and shutting down the other team too at the same time.
Yeah, can't say enough about him. Two of the goals directly involved him. Obviously on the power play, and then that rush goal. That's a great shot. So, and then what you mentioned, the other stuff. So he's done that for us forever, and now just adding a few goals here is kind of putting more attention on his game, but really nothing's changed.
It's not often that you guys are the ones weathering a little bit of a push and then being opportunistic, but how do you feel like your guys kind of handled that
that's
pressure?
Exactly a good way to put that game. It's not typically how the game goes for us. Gotta give Ottawa a lot of credit. I mean, they were on their game, and it's kind of very similar to the one up there when we played them, to be honest. But we were able to, I like the word, opportunistic, cash in on a couple of really nice plays, and then we obviously had some big saves, and that's another way to win as well.
That's where I was going to go with the next one. Does your team get this done tonight without the way Brandon Bussey plays in the first 40 minutes?
Well, I think all game he made crucial saves at big times, and in the second period especially, we started getting in a little bit of a track meet there, and a couple bad changes, and all of a sudden odd man rushes turned into like 4 grade A's in one 10-second span. Like it was just boom, boom, boom over. Really, just us making a poor decision, but that's what you need. And that's what he's done pretty much every start for us.
The hallmark of every great team is consistency. I think this is 7-0-2 right now. What are you seeing out of this particular stretch where the points are coming in, but these have been really tough games to put away?
Well, you're playing teams a lot of teams that are in there kind of, you can see the desperation level and the intensity which they're playing, and so games are really, tough. Not that the other ones aren't, but there's another added element to that, and we're like I said, I think we're going to find ways to win, which is good. You're not always going to dominate the game or whatever. You have to find ways, and tonight that's kind of what happened.
Ron,
When you're
go ahead.
You go.
Ron, you got one more game before 3 weeks off. I mean, just how important is it to get a victory on Thursday?
Yeah, it's we've been kind of talking about it for a little while. It's really the whole month. It's like we know we got a break. Can we stay focused and push through? And it's easier said than done. Everybody's making plans. Everybody's just a lot of distractions there. So, but we got to be professional here. We got business to do, and we got one more game to focus in on.
When you're towards the top of the standings and you have a lot of competitive pressure, how do you guys handle that as a team?
Well, that's competitive pressure, whatever you want to call it, is always there for us. It's kind of internal. I think we have certain standards and the way we want to play, and if we do that right, we should be in that conversation. So that's where we need to be. It's where we want to be.
Bit of an odd couple situation with the Jordans, with the Ehlers, and guys that play pretty dynamically different games, but you see what Ehlers can kind of bring offensively with that play.
Totally. I mean, it was hanging on to the neutral zone, buying a little time, and then catching with a great pass up the ice. So he's got one of those players that has that little extra composure element to his game, and obviously the skill level. But it's been a great addition.
Obviously, as you talked about, you have one more big test in front of you, but how beneficial could it be these 3 weeks for guys to get healthy, rest their bodies with the way the schedule has been?
I think, every team pushes hard, but I think we push really hard all year. It's just, we demand a lot, and, guys, it'd be good to get refreshed, for sure. And I think the whole league needs it, just the way the schedule has been for every team, and everybody's beat up because of the Olympics, but I think it'll be a welcome break for our guys.
It's 3 straight games on the goal for Aho now. What do you see from him, especially during that top line?
Yeah, that line, for the most part, has been pretty solid. They've had a few games that, they weren't maybe as noticeable, but tonight, obviously, a couple really nice plays. And like I said, we need them on the score sheet. At the end of the day, they play all the key situations. So if they're not chipping in on a nightly basis, basis, or at least fairly nightly, and